Hey y'all, Chrisio here from Chrisio's Clucky Chronicles and ChrisioShow.com. Band-aids happens, especially when you're feeding and you're doing different things. And there's nothing worse than catching your pinky finger in a gate. Yeah, I pinched my pinky finger, y'all. It's just terrible. But anyway, I've got some not Neosporin, the other stuff. And my phone's going off this morning like crazy. There's been a wild dog in the neighborhood, and I mean, we live out, not in a neighborhood, we live out in the middle of nowhere in the woods, but there's still a wild dog running around out there. And for a while somebody was trying to catch him to make him a pet and get him some vet care and stuff, but he is real slick like that. He doesn't like to be caught. And the only thing that I worry about with him getting close to our alarms and camera systems and things like that here is the babies, the fluff babies outside. He hasn't been in any of our barns or chicken or duck yard or quail yard areas, which is good, because then I won't have to try to get him and take him somewhere, to the pound or whatever. I kind of hate taking him to the pound, So he eats neighbor's food across the road over there, and he eats the cat's food apparently and does all kinds of things. But, dogs are going to be dogs, and I just hope that somebody can talk him into or convince him into going and living with them. Maybe that'd be a good thing. I don't need another dog. He's not ugly. He's just a wild little dog. And it's bad because people will toss out dogs, and that makes me so mad. Don't toss out your animals. If you can't afford to keep them, go to like an adoption agency, and I'll tell you about the one that we got Gaston Fatty Mcfatty from. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to be talking a lot about Gaston Fatty Mcfatty. It's my little pittie mix. We got him from a place that's called a Animal Protection League, and there's Wake County Animal Protection League. There's like different kinds of protection leagues. Pitt County, Harnett County, those types of things. It's an animal protection league. All they do is foster animals. It's not a shelter building or anything like that. And it's a group of really good people. They rescue, they hang on to these babies, and people can adopt them at a reasonably good price. They pay for things like spaying, neutering, vet care, food, that kind of thing, because they raise funds to do that. I'm all about that. There's a lot of shelters that are really good shelters. Then there's some shelters that you kind of have to wonder, like, what's going on there? But for the most part around here in eastern North Carolina, the shelters are fairly good. The Animal Protection League's really good. So I'm hoping maybe we can convince him that he needs to go into a foster program and then eventually get adopted out. So when you hear my phone going off, it's more than likely him, because he's probably up at the front part of the property closest to the road, way up yonder. And he's probably just digging around again, eating whatever's been tossed out, because I don't want him to starve, but I don't want him to get too close to my animals either. So anyway, let's talk a little bit about Gaston Fatty Mcfatty, and I'll show him to you just in case you ain't never met him before. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, thanks for just being here. Even if it is in my kitchen, I might make you a little something this morning. Yeah, we might need that. Let's get some breakfast and talk to Gaston, see what he thinks about the whole situation. So, this is Gaston Fatty Mcfatty. You wonder why we call him that. Well, Gaston is from the Beauty and the Beast reference. And the Fatty McFatty part is, well, just look at his little rolls and lumps. Now, he is a pittie mix. He's mostly pittie, but when we had his little test done, he was, I think the vet and them told us he was part, or a bunch, mostly pit bull, bloodhound, and something else. He's a very stinky boy, which he needs quite a few mini baths. Anyway, he is our foundling. We didn't find him. The Animal Protection League folks found him. He was very emaciated in skin and bones when they found him. He'd had a bad previous puppy life, but they rescued him and fostered him. And how their program works is, if you're into looking for adopting animals, pets, whatever, dogs, cats, that kind of thing, they show the ones that are ready for adoption on the website. So we went on the website, and for whatever reason, the boys chose the one that looked like a skeleton, which was him. It was just complete skin and bones. I still don't know to this day why in the world they chose him, but I mean, hey, maybe he chose us. You don't ever know. He does have a wonky eye. Right now, he's a very heavy chewer. We've never had anything, nothing. There's no toy, no ball, no nothing out there that he hasn't been able to kill in 15 minutes. And Vader's crying because that's Vader's ball. Yes, and Vader doesn't tear up his toys, do you? Vader's my AKC, full-blooded baby, registered, beautiful European boxer. I know. He got your ball. Mommy, you want Mommy to give him something else? And then he'll growl and grin and be upset with him because he wants his ball back. Don't be ugly to Mommy. He's very, very tunnel vision, weird over balls and stuff. And he growls, but he doesn't mean anything by it. But, I mean, this is Gaston Fatty Mcfatty. That's him. He's getting upset. Now the boy's gonna come over here and see if we can get the ball without him being too ugly. Don't be ugly. And there he goes. He grins. And his this is his way of playing and being mad too. It's okay. Okay. We'll get you another toy and let the baby have his ball back. We like to mess with him sometimes. He loves it. He makes the weirdest noises, and you can't see it too good, but his collar is actually Beauty and the Beast. Well, I'm not telling y'all to go get your rescue, but I like my rescue. Plus, he makes a great farm dog. Don't you, Gaston? Show him how cute you are. Anyway, Gaston makes a very great farm dog out here on the farm. So does Vader. Vader's got a lot of purebred qualities about him that I absolutely love. Let me throw his ball. Give me just a minute. So we take this ball right here and I chunk it, and he literally will play ball until he croaks, I think. But the cool thing about it is having a farm dog with everything that we have to keep up and do around here really does help. Now, Gaston is very affectionate. He's very super friendly to all of the animals and things out here, so I don't really have to worry about that so much like I do with Vader. Now, Vader On the other hand, completely different baby. We've trained him, raised him different. He is a big time protector. Now Gaston doesn't allow people that he doesn't know to come out in the yard. And that's good because we don't like that sort of thing. And we're very careful here. Excuse me, I'm opening this door and getting in here so we can talk to, in the shade, and talk to Vicky and Tracy since they're out here. But I will say this, I'm all for pure breeds. I'm all for pure breeds, don't get me wrong. I'm also all for mixed breeds too. I'm also for reputable breeders, reputable people, and rescue missions and rescue things, and people that rescue babies, and you know, just all kinds of fluffy things, and you know, scaly things, whatever it is. So for us, right at the time we were getting Gaston, our other boxer, we had an American boxer. We're a boxer family. We love boxers. We had Gus Gus, named after the mouse in Cinderella. Gus Gus, right? Let me see if I can cut out some more of this wind here. This has been wild. Let me stand up here on this platform and cut out some of this wind. Anyway, Gus Gus we had had for about 12 years. Unfortunately, he succumbed to his boxer cancer that he had, and devastated and heartbroken. And when you're devastated and you're heartbroken, but you also need a dog and you love your dogs and you love animals, you gotta have one. So we got him. We picked him out online and we got him. How awesome is that? There's a wasp in here. I need to go get some spray because I'm allergic if I get bitted. So anyway, I say all of these things just to say, give these rescue people an opportunity. I had never rescued a dog before in my life other than finding one on the side of the road, because that's just how we did it. You know, and especially in the South, you've got some pretty terrible people that will dump out their dogs, and it's just not good. And they'll dump out dogs, cats, everything. It is not good. It's just not good at all. Just give these adoption agencies a chance. If you don't want to really commit to like keeping an animal, but you want a companion and you want to foster, just do that. Foster an animal. Foster a cat if you're not allergic. I'm severely allergic to cats, so I can't do that. But do dogs if you can. People that homestead, people that farmstead, people that have farms, a lot of them do foster. They're foster animals, and then when people come out and say, visit, tour, do whatever they do on their properties or whatever it is that they have on their things, not everybody, but the ones that that do that type of thing have those solutions for the animals that need to go to good homes. That's why it's so important, if you're going to get your animals and you're not going to be a good reputable breeder, then have them spayed and neutered so they don't continue to populate the area with more babies that don't have anywhere to go. Just makes sense. So Gaston's pretty fortunate because he could have very well died. He has a lot of scars, physical scars, and some mental scars as well. But I'm glad that we were able to give him a chance, even though we were completely destroyed and heartbroken that our Gus Gus passed away. We've found a lot of fun and comfort in having Gaston. I never owned a pittie in my life. Never had a pit bull. He's mostly, that's what he is. Never had one in my entire life. But I have to say, he's been the bestest little boy I've ever had. So don't knock it till you try it. So rescue, adopt, foster, whatever. They make great pets, great farm dogs. I have to say, he's been pretty daggone good for us here. So I do appreciate that. But let's go peek at some of the other babies, and then we'll have another little gander at Gaston, see what he's up to. Over here, we separated floofs because there was too many in one bucket. So here we have these floofs over here of the hatchlings that we got. They're all over here. Hey, babies! Gotta get you snackies. They love that word. They know what that word means, so they're over here. And we scoot over here a little bit, and here's all my beautiful bobwhite quails. And Karen is resting comfortably in her brace. And then over here, we moved the rest of the floofs. Hey, babies! Had to spread them out a little bit. It got to be too much. But, hey, dear babies. Hey, sweetie pies. How y'all doing? Okay. Well, Gaston literally has it made. And, yeah, he's a little bit on the chonky side. Maybe he's a lot on the chonky side. But he has it made. He gets all the scratchies and belly rubs and everything he could ever want from a chonk. But anyway, so I have to say that even though he was the boys' pick and he wasn't exactly what I would pick, he's made a mess all over this floor too, chewing up stuff. Oops. Even though he wasn't exactly what I would consider, you know, my pick for a rescue, I have to say that the boys did good. He's just a good boy. And a lot of times you have to give these dogs a chance, because yeah, this is my sweet, beautiful baby, which I'm going to have some babies with, you know, once we find the right wife for Vader. But this doofus right here is just smart in his own way. Even with his wonky eye and his bad little ears, he's still a good boy. So, go do the fostering thing, go do the rescue thing, and get yourself a fluff, a floof, a scaly critter, or a fish, or whatever it is that they do, if you're in the right mind for it. Like I said, they make pretty good little farm dogs. And if you're in the market for a beautiful baby, like a beautiful European boxer, yeah, hopefully when we find the right wife, Vader's going to have us some babies. Yeah, he's lovely. This dude right here, he could care less as long as you got snackies and a ball for him to tear up. Yeah, boy's messing with it again. So from all of us here at Chrissy O's Clucky Chronicles and Gaston Fatty Mcfatty's Funland, say thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, thank you for being good, and I'm just happy to be here. He's super happy to be anywhere. And we're happy that we got him. And I appreciate all the animal protection and fostering leagues out there. And hopefully we got several more years with him. At least we hope so. Don't we, Gaston? So give us a good old like, share, and subscribe. Go visit us at ChrissyOShow.com. Everything that you guys buy in the shop gives not only the fluffs outside, extra baggies of mealworms, but we also get to spoil our babies here too. And you want to spoil Gaston and Vader. Yeah, they're good for it. So thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Go check out the local floofs in your local floof area, and we'll see y'all real soon. Bye.